Hey guys, in this video I'm going to show you how to download a web page and scan it for hypertext references. In my designer I have a big old list box and a scan button, and whenever we press the scan button it's going to download our hard-coded web page and retrieve all the hypertext links here that are within the hypertext reference attributes. Okay, so I'm going to start off from the top, and this is the button scan click event handler. First thing that we're going to do is disable the button to show that we're doing something. You can use a progress bar, just add a bit more complexity, but for the sake of the video I'm just going to disable the button. I'm going to create a web client class. You can initialize web client classes and not put them within the try catch block, because the constructor won't raise an error if you instantiate this object without a connection or anything like that. You don't need to worry about that. The next thing you want to do is register to the openRead completed event. We are using the openRead method to retrieve a stream of the downloaded web page, but we will be using the asynchronous operation, so we want to register to this event so we can wait for the page to finish downloading and then perform our appropriate operations when it has finished downloading. Okay, the next thing you want to do is create a URI object. You need to create a URI object for the openRead async method. So I'm going to connect to pinkbike.com homepage, and I'm going to pass it in to this method here. Alright, let's go down to our openRead completed event handler. The first thing that I'm going to do is I'm going to check for an error, and here you're checking to see if the web page could not be downloaded. So if error is not equal to null, then show the error message. Otherwise, perform your desired operations. Okay, so I've created a regular expression pattern here to find the hypertext links in the hypertext reference attributes, and I'll just go over the regular expressions if you're curious. A space href and then an equal sign without the spaces around it, the usual. You can add certain logic in here to account for the spaces, but I just left it. Then two quotations to account for a single quotation, and then here I've created a named captured group. So you specify a named captured group by saying question mark and then the pointy brackets, and then between the pointy brackets you specify the name of the captured group. And then here I've specified any character, and then with the plus sign one or more characters, I do believe. And I'm going to add a question mark in there to make sure that it's non-greedy. It's not going to find really large strings. It's going to find only as many strings as it can, really. Okay, now I've created a regular expression object, and I've passed in the ignore case enumeration here, or the flag, and that's just going to ignore the casing of the text when it's comparing or searching. And then I've created a text reader object using the e.results argument. It's a property in the openRead completed event args type, and it's a stream. So if you don't get any errors up top, you can just read this without validating it. It's always going to be there. And you pass that into your stream reader and create a text reader object. And I'm not going to put this in a try catch block because I've already evaluated the parts that could possibly raise an exception. So I'm just going to go ahead and just code it there. The next thing I do is say tr read to end, and that's just going to read the entire web page to a string and then assign it to a string. Okay, so I've created a match collection here, the regular expression object that I created earlier will yield several matches. The next thing that I'm going to do is iterate through the match collection and get the groups, that named captured group of the matches, and list them. And then I'm going to close my text reader, which we can do a bit earlier. And then I'm finally going to enable the scan button just to show that it's been completed. And there's all these hypertext links. Very good.